Powerful messaging can attract clients you love working with. I think we know that, but how do we do that? That's what we're going to talk about on today's live. Welcome, everyone. And I have an announcement. We only do a few of these a year, and our workshop is coming up. We have a one-time event called Messaging Mastery for 7-Figure Impact. And you can register now. I want you to save your spot. It's December 5th through 7th in 3 very short, high-value workshop sessions all together on Zoom. And we're going to have a workbook, Q&A time, live coaching. It's going to be really awesome. So if you want to register for that, just write the word workshop in the comments and we will get you a free invite. So who here is feeling like your messaging just isn't having the results that you want? Like maybe you put stuff out, it's like, okay, that's not getting the engagement I want. Or maybe it's like, I'm just not getting clients from my online marketing. I'm getting referrals. I'm reaching out. I'm doing other things, but my marketing's not quite pulling in the clients that I want at the level I want, at the amount I want. If that's you, drop a 1 in the comment. Or you could just nod along with me. So I heard this from a lot of people. And if you're really wanting to learn how your messaging can truly connect with your audience, say connect in the comments. So I just want to introduce myself for those of you that haven't met me before. I'm Debbie White. I'm a brand marketing strategist, and I've actually been in marketing for over 3 decades. I started out working with Fortune 500 brands on the creative advertising side of things, also got involved in strategy, had my own ad agency, started a whole bunch of new businesses. And for the last several years, all I do now is I coach experts and entrepreneurs to create standout marketing that is attracting their ideal clients. And it allows them to grow to 6 figures, multiple 6 figures, and really hit the goals that they want to hit working with the people they love working with. So let's talk about powerful messaging. Why does this matter? Why does it matter to have a powerful messaging framework? So when I ask those questions in the beginning, when people come to me and say, pardon me, my marketing's just not quite getting me the clients I want, it's usually a messaging issue. So when I look at people's content, I can do this very quickly. I can scroll down, kind of get a feel for what they're talking about, all of that. If the messaging isn't focused and speaking to the very things that their ideal clients really desire, then there's a miss. And when there's a miss, that's a missed opportunity for income, for impact. And what's worse is that content can be very confusing to the audience. So it's just a lot of wasted effort, a lot of wasted money that's not flowing to you, and it's frustrating. And there's a way to have messaging that is so clear that you really are calling in the clients that, not just any client, but the clients you love to work with. So when I look at businesses that are thriving, and they'll say, God, business is great. It's growing. It's really lucrative. I look at the clients we work with that are having these amazing results. It's very clear when you look at their messaging, who they are, why it matters, and what's in it for the audience. So all of this is driving to their one overall transformation that their audience actually says they want. This is really important. A lot of messaging out there, when we're trying to come up with stuff, we get into our own, I'm saying we, like most people will get into our own heads a little too, deep. And we start talking about things. It's not even where our audience is. They're up here. They're not way down deep in your process if you're an expert or a service provider. And we're not relating to them as humans a lot of times. So when we really get clear on what are we really here to do, how does our audience want to feel, and what do they desire in their own words, we start to have alignment. And what I call is we start to create lighthouse marketing marketing that stands out, that is clearly calling out there to serve the people that we love working with. And this can sound simple, and it absolutely can be. Yet again, when we're blind to how our messaging is landing and we're not getting that much engagement and our marketing isn't bringing in sales, I know how frustrating this can be. So let's talk about, I'm going to cover a couple of steps on how to create powerful messaging. And again, I'm going to go into detail with a workbook guide during our Messaging Mastery one-time event this December 5th through 7th. So again, if you want a free invite to that, just write workshop in the comments. It's going to be amazing. So first off, powerful messaging, we don't start with content creation. I think a lot of people, in fact, I think most people, they know the foundational steps of, okay, we've got to decide who our target audience is and what is our offer. And they kind of cobble that together really quickly and they just jump into content creation. And that's why the messaging is off. So first, we have to start with our audience. And we have to really understand them. We have to relate with them. In fact, all of our content is about them. It's actually not even about us. Like me here right now, you see my face, I'm talking, none of this is about me. I'll tell you stories, even stories about my life. But I know that that's hopefully going to help you see things in your own life. So it's really all about you, just like your content is all about your audience. And as marketers, to have excellent marketing and messaging that really brings in our ideal clients, what is our ideal client? What do they love? What keeps them up at night? What words do they use to describe what it is they actually want right now, today? If we know that, first of all, okay, that just opens up so much, not only possibility and potential, but a lot of clarity. We don't have to overthink that part of it. We actually know, okay, these are things they actually want. So when we do that, it allows us, first of all, to be really human, to be real. I think a lot of marketing has gotten too formulaic, too tactical, and honestly, way too much AI is being used. I think AI is a great tool, but please don't let it take away your humanness, your uniqueness, because at the end of the day, when we're working with people, we're working with humans. We're actually buying the experience of you, the trust in you, of getting to work with you, to being in that relationship with you with our work. So we've got to be able to understand our audience and be human with our audience, empathize with our audience. There's so much of it it's really all about them. So that's number one. We don't start with let's create content. We start with really understanding our audience. We have to start there. And number two, this is something that I strive to have every client I work with, and some people will push back on me on this, is I want you to become known for one thing. Think about all the major brands out there when they first started out, even Amazon. When Amazon first started out, Amazon was known for books. They owned that category. Do you remember that? Like that's all they sold before they started expanding and getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. Okay. We can't start like an Amazon and sell all the things. They didn't even do that. I want you to be known for one thing, the overarching umbrella of what you do. That's what building a dynamic lighthouse brand is all about. That's what we help people do. So if if you're out there going, oh my gosh, I want to be known for one thing so that, my business is set apart. And if that's your goal, comment known, because we just might have something for you. So comment known if that's you. So I had, I'll tell you a story. I had a client who, when she first came to me, she has so many skill sets. So she has a corporate background in business strategy. She also did a whole bunch of computer automations, kind of a genius in this area. That is not my genius. She's like, I can create anything and do anything. I'm like, wow, that's a lot to work with. But with that comes the issue of clarity. She could do so many things. She wasn't clear on who exactly should my target audience be and what exactly should I offer. And it's really getting clear on what do you want to be known for and where's the biggest opportunity with doing what you love. And when this all became so crystal clear, her entire brand messaging, of course, was clarified. And she's now known as the Red Hot Lead Machine. And within months, she literally went from, I'm just getting this thing going, to leaping past the six-figure mark in consistent monthly income. So she's now scaling to multiple six figures. It can happen fast when we're clear with our overall messaging and we're driving towards being known for one thing. So the third thing is your brand, and that's you. You are a brand. If you are online selling something of any kind in this day and age, you're a brand. And your brand, your marketing, and your offers all need to align with your messaging. They all need to be driving to the same place. So if you don't have those in alignment, that's where it's going to feel like, okay, my messaging's all over the place. I'm not sure what to call this. I'm not sure what's resonating. I get it. That's most people that come to us, they start there. But when you have clarity on how what you do, your brand, is so unique and different, because you probably have a certain step or process that you do that's a little different than everyone else. You bring a different background to what you do. Getting that clear and naming that, you have a signature process that has to be a part of how you get the results you get. When we get all that clarity and aligning that to what your audience is actually wanting right now, that makes your messaging so powerful. It makes your offers what I call a hell yes offer. So this goes so much deeper and beyond the I help statements. We hear a lot of that talk. Like, what's your I help statement? And it's great to have that. That's your transformational statement, right? That's great. You got to have that. That is not your entire messaging platform. And it can't be, because chances are there's probably hundreds of other people that have a very similar I help statement as you. So we've got to differentiate. We've got to position your brand as the one-of-a-kind brand that it truly is, so that you become known, so you can see where this is all going. That's how you stand out. That's how you attract ideal clients with your messaging. And once you get clarity, guess what? It's so easy to consistently repeat that in various different ways, pretty much over and over again with different stories, different things, which are always driving to the same thing, probably till you're absolutely sick and tired of it. But your audience isn't, because they're getting hit with so many different messages every day that we need that clarity and we need that consistency so that you become known. So another one of our clients came to me, and again, she's a visionary. She did a lot of things. A lot of people I work with have so many amazing capabilities. And she was a personal trainer, a wellness coach. She helped people with their hormones and their mindset, all of these things. But it wasn't really clear with her messaging and her overall brand and her marketing why her ideal clients needed her now. It really was kind of all over the place, and she'll be the first to say this. So when she repositioned to your wellness manager, specifically for people 55 plus that want full service support for ongoing energy to do all the things in life that you desire. So she has a signature system, the Ingrid Way. When she got that clarity, again, it can happen so fast. She literally popped over the six-figure mark, and that income growth was at 68% just in a matter of months, just popping up there. So that's what messaging clarity can do for you. And we see this over and over again. It also, honestly, here's what everyone tells me this. Like, yes, there's increased income. Yes, the marketing gets to be easier because they know what to say now. They know how to talk about it and communicate it. They have an offer that is like, heck yeah, I want that. All of this is messaging clarity, but it really builds a lot of confidence. It allows you to feel like I got this and I can even have a bigger vision. And that's what happens. Both of those examples, I was just telling you, this happened this year. They both are like, well, now I've got even a bigger vision. And that's so cool to see that. They really want to make a big impact. And that's what starts happening. So if you're watching this and you're like, okay, I want that kind of clarity, just drop clarity in the comments. And like I said, we have lots of resources. So I want to, I'm inviting you to come with us during this workshop. I'm going to deep dive into this. I'm going to break it all down and show you the exact steps that I took. Both of the clients I mentioned today, both Julie and Ingrid, all of our clients go through this. And I'm going to show you how, with our system, which is the Lighthouse marketing system, in our messaging mastery workshop, December 5th through 7th. And it's only 90 minutes a day, 12 o'clock Central. And just drop workshop in the comments and we will get you a free registration link. And I promise you, you will walk away with so much more insight on how you can immediately start applying this to your business so that you have the best 2024 in your business. And that's what's going to happen. So every week I come here and I do a short talk, 15, 20 minutes. And I'm actually streaming to multiple platforms, some for the first time today. I think we're streaming to 5 different locations today. But we're going to be checking everything. And we have team support here. Trisha is managing all this, dropping comments and links for all of you that are asking for things in the comments. So join us every week, Wednesday at 11 Central, wherever you're seeing me. But our home base is on Facebook, and that's where we have the most resources. And that is Lighthouse Marketing for 7-Figure Impact. We have a Facebook group where we always are having resources for you. We have lots of videos and support, and I'm looking forward to seeing you there and at the workshop. One last thing. I hope all of you that live in America have a beautiful Thanksgiving. And for everyone watching this, I'm really grateful that you spent this time with me today. And I hope you eat all the pie. I'm going to. So y'all have a great one, and I will see you next week. Bye, everybody.